Here's a truth bomb. You have more control over your emotions than you think. It's not the world around you that dictates how you feel. It's how you react to it. Ever feel like your emotions are driving you off a cliff? Like you're strapped into an emotional roller coaster with no emergency brake? You're not alone. But what if I told you there's a way to grab those keys back? I'm going to help you discover how to stop being a passenger in your emotional journey and start steering your life in the direction you want. Think about it. Two people can face the same situation and react differently. One falls apart, the other rises to the challenge. The difference? It's all in how they choose to respond. This isn't about suppressing your feelings or putting on a brave face. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your emotional landscape. Your emotions aren't just happening to you. They're a result of your thoughts and perceptions. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can choose to fume and stress, raising your blood pressure and ruining your mood. Or you can see it as an opportunity to listen to a podcast, enjoy some music, or practice mindfulness. Same situation, totally different emotional outcome. That's the power you hold. Now, let's focus on what you can control. Stop trying to change the weather, your boss's mood, or that driver who cut you off. Instead, zoom in on the one thing you can always control, your response. Picture this. You've planned a beach day and it starts pouring. You can't change the rain, but you can change your reaction. Will you let it ruin your day or grab some board games for a cozy indoor adventure? This principle applies to every area of your life. At work, you can't control a client canceling a project, but you can control how you respond. In relationships, you can't control others' actions, but you can control how you communicate and set boundaries. Ask yourself, what can I control here? This shifts your focus from helplessness to empowerment, no matter what life throws your way. When emotions boil over, use the power of pause. Take a deep breath before reacting. It's like giving your brain a chance to catch up with your feelings. This pause creates space between stimulus and response. In that space lies your power to choose. It's the difference between snapping at your partner and communicating your needs clearly. Practice this pause in low-stakes situations. When mildly annoyed, take a breath. Build this habit for when stakes are high. Remember, it's not about never feeling strong emotions. It's about not letting those emotions hijack your behavior. Now, let's talk about naming your emotions. Ever tried finding a book in a library without knowing its title? That's what dealing with unnamed emotions is like. Start labeling your feelings. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Instead of just feeling bad, get specific. Are you frustrated, disappointed, anxious? Naming your emotion is like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, you can see what you're dealing with. Try creating an emotion vocabulary for yourself. Beyond the basics of happy, sad, or angry, learn to recognize more nuanced feelings. Are you feeling wistful, melancholic, exhilarated? The more precise you can be, the better you can understand and manage your emotional state. Here's a game changer. Ask yourself, will this matter in 2 years? It's amazing how many things we get worked up about that won't even be a blip on our radar in the long run. Next time you're stressing over something, pause and ask yourself this question. You might find that what feels like a mountain right now is really just a molehill. This question helps you gain perspective. That argument with your spouse over whose turn it is to do the dishes probably won't matter in 2 years. But how you communicate and resolve conflicts, that will matter. Use this question to prioritize your emotional energy. Some things are worth getting upset about. Major decisions, core values, significant relationships. But many daily irritations aren't worth the emotional toll. Remember, this isn't about invalidating your feelings. It's about putting them in perspective so you can respond more effectively to life's challenges. Now, let's reframe obstacles. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. That rejection? It's redirecting you to something better. That failure? It's your best teacher. Start seeing obstacles as opportunities. They're not there to stop you. They're there to show you a different path or to make you stronger for the road ahead. This mindset shift is crucial for emotional resilience. When you view challenges as growth opportunities, you're less likely to be derailed emotionally. Think about a recent setback you faced. Maybe you didn't get that promotion, or a project didn't turn out as planned. Now, challenge yourself to find 3 potential positives from that situation. Maybe it's a chance to develop new skills, to reassess your goals, or to demonstrate your adaptability. Remember, great successes often follow failures. J.K. Rowling faced multiple rejections before Harry Potter's success. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple before leading it to unprecedented heights. Your obstacles are part of your story. They're not the end, they're plot twists making your journey valuable. Here is something crucial. Our bodies often mirror negative emotions. Our muscles tense up, breathing gets shallow, and energy drops. This keeps us stuck in a loop of bad feelings. But we can break this pattern by changing how we move and act. First, notice how your body reacts when you're stressed or upset. Are you slouching? Is your breathing quick and shallow? These are clues about how you're feeling. Once you spot the pattern, it's time to break it. Stand up straight and roll your shoulders back. Take deep, slow breaths. Even a simple smile or brisk walk can lift your mood. Movement is key. Try stretching, walking, or shaking out tension in your muscles. The goal is to interrupt the physical state tied to negative emotions. By changing how you use your body, you can break free from feeling bad. This boosts your mood and energy fast. You'll feel more in control and able to handle tough situations better. Remember, your body and mind are connected. Use this link to your advantage. Break negative patterns and take charge of your emotions. Let's talk about gratitude, your emotional superpower. It's not just for Thanksgiving. It's a daily practice that shifts your entire emotional landscape. Try this. Every night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's your morning coffee, a text from a friend, or just a moment of peace. This simple habit can rewire your brain to focus on the good even when things get tough. Gratitude counters our brain's negativity bias. We're wired to notice threats and problems. Gratitude balances this by focusing on life's positives. But don't just go through the motions. Really feel the gratitude. When thinking of something you're grateful for, let that appreciation sink in for a few seconds. This strengthens neural pathways tied to positive emotions. Remember, the goal isn't becoming emotionless. Emotions aren't the enemy. They're like warning lights on your car's dashboard. They tell you when something needs attention. It's okay to feel angry, sad, or frustrated. The key is to feel these emotions without letting them take the wheel. Acknowledge them, learn from them, but don't let them dictate your actions. Avoiding or suppressing emotions often backfires, leading to more intense reactions later. Practice mindful awareness instead. Notice feelings without judgment. What does anger feel like in your body? Where do you feel anxiety? This awareness helps process emotions effectively. It's like watching ocean waves. Observe them rise and fall without being swept away. Even difficult emotions have value. Sadness deepens appreciation. Anger motivates positive changes. Fear keeps us safe from genuine threats. The goal is experiencing emotions in a balanced, constructive way. Managing emotions is a skill that improves with practice. Be patient with yourself as you learn and grow. Your emotions might have been in the driver's seat up until now, but guess what? You've got the power to change that starting today. If you'd like to get some additional tips on powerful daily habits for managing your emotions, check out this video here.